For instance, if you're watching this video, it's highly likely that you're male and from the United States. We know that 96% of our viewers are there, which means that at some point in time, maybe I can help you break free of the boundary that you've put in place for you. I recently saw a video on YouTube. It was a piece of paper and a guy drew a circle on the piece of paper and placed an ant in the middle. And the ant ran around all over the place, but stayed within the boundaries drawn by the pen that had put a circle around it. And if you're stuck right now, I wonder if you're stuck like an ant. You see, the ant is restricted by a pen and a line on a piece of paper. And in honesty, most of us are as well. I was thinking the other day about a koi carp, the fish. You know, a koi carp can grow anywhere from 10 centimeters long to 1.5 meters long, 5 feet in length, depending upon the size of the pond that it's placed within and the nutrients it has available to it. So you put a koi carp in a small pond and it'll grow, stay small. Put it in a big pond with aeration and nutrients and food, it'll grow all the way to 5 feet, 1.5 meters in length, plus minus. And so I wonder if your stuckness is the size of the pond that you believe that you're doing business in. COVID in some respects was a curse, but in many respects was a blessing. COVID for me took me from playing locally to playing nationally to playing globally. And for almost every business out there, you have the opportunity to do just that now. I think we often think that, oh, I'm struggling with the business in my town or the business in my state or my province or the business in my country can solve problems and make money anywhere on planet Earth, as long as we can overcome a language barrier. The crazy thing is, even with the language barrier now, with things like voice-activated AI, we can speak in English, if English is your language, and it will translate it in real time instantly into Mandarin, into Zulu, into Spanish, into French, and then translate it back to you as the other person speaks. I had a client, Rudolph Quinn from QuinnPay, who got the opportunity to take his lending platform, his software business, and do work in Mandarin. And so he said yes. And using AI, took the entirety of his platform and turned it into a second Mandarin / traditional Chinese language version in just over a week. You see, often we're restricted by the perception of what we think the opportunity to be. Currently, however, I am sat here in Cape Town, South Africa. Every day this week, we've seen Porsches, Ferraris, Aston Martins, Range Rovers. We've seen the most expensive vehicles on planet Earth around here. Crazily, if you drive to the airport in Cape Town from where we are now on the Atlantic coast, if you drive along there, you'll see all of those same vehicles going backwards and forwards through some of the poorest parts of Cape Town to the airport and then back to some of the richest parts. And we think there is no money. But there's money everywhere. We just see the cars zoom past us, and what we haven't done yet is go, I wonder who drives that car. I wonder how they afford it. I wonder what problems it is they have. I wonder how I could solve them for them. You see, we place a bubble around us, and we go, this is me, and this is far as I can go. But it's never been easier with internet free of charge for pretty much everybody on Earth these days. And even if you can't afford to buy it, go to a coffee shop, use somebody else's device. You've got access to it. And so we often restrict ourselves just like the ant. But I want to encourage you today to think about how big is this world that God has given me to play in? How big is it? And if it's still not big enough for you, if it's still too much of a circle for you to do business within, He also offered you as a believer eternal life, which means you've got the universe to play in at some point in time. What's crazy to me is if we actually take the care to understand our customers and understand what revival in business is, putting our business, how would it be in heaven and bringing it to earth? And we're actually willing to go and adapt how our business currently is or how we currently are to meet the needs of other people and serve them well at a profit. There's customers and money and business everywhere. I was at dinner last night with Rika and Eben, who own a business called Tune to Race in Paarl, here in the Western Cape of South Africa. Their business takes out-of-the-box brand new sports cars and makes them faster, makes them cooler, makes them lower, makes them noisier. And they do that in a small town 50 miles or so away from Cape Town. Now, this is true in South Africa, but it's true in the rest of the world as well. We limit ourselves by the boundaries that we put in place. For instance, if you're watching this video, it's highly likely that you're male and from the United States. We know that 96% of our viewers are there, which means that at some point in time, maybe I can help you break free of the boundary that you've put in place for you. Maybe I can help you go and do more, access more. It's crazy that billionaires are popping up in South Africa all over the place. And many of them are moving here because they believe this is the next range of opportunity. But there's bigger opportunity in Europe, in the US. And from South Africa, we can access that there. And if you already live there, maybe you're stuck like the ant, thinking that the highway that goes around your city is some form of geographic limitation to you achieving more. Maybe actually we need to understand that with the internet and social media and the creative ways that we can design our products and services, that we too can play nationally. We too can play globally. We too can be at the cutting edge of our industry when we really, really, really want to be. We can lead our industry. All we have to be prepared to do is cross the line that the pen made on the piece of paper and play on the whole sheet of paper as opposed to just the piece of paper or the boundary we've created ourselves.